Dugan, City Council members, Jeff Clark, David O, and Bill Greenlee, members of the Police and Fire Guard, 82nd Airborne, warriors, sounds of your, I'll probably get really choked up here, but that's all right. The sound of your engines really got me today. And George Gaines. It was here where it all started. Taney and Swain, many of our neighbors across the way here spoke with accents from other countries. From Taney, the Hupkas and the Kovachkas, the Hoshuks came from Poland, the Mukluks from the Ukraine, Reverend Mr. and Mrs. Justice from Scotland, the Carrs and the Garvins, the Galligans and the Muldoons, and the McManuses and the Darrows were by way of Ireland. And this great diversity of people continues to this day. I was only 5 when my brother Patty hurt himself. He was pulling the metal wagon down the steps. They were really steep. And he hurt himself, and when my mom took him to the doctors, they found out that his hip was out of place. Something obviously was there for a while, but this really kind of made it worse. So with that, they put him in a body cast up to here, and my dad moved his bed downstairs so he could look out that window. And after that, he spent 2 years on crutches. Many of you remember this, and he repeated 2nd grade. At that time, my father was a motorcycle cop, and since their headquarters was just at 26th and Master, they would all sign up, which somehow wind up here on our steps, coming in. They would have a few beers. My dad would play guitar, and all his kids had to sing songs. This is how I started playing piano later. And he would wake me up in the middle of the night, didn't matter. And it was not unusual to see 5 or 6 motorcycles, just like today, on our pavement. So my dad would come around. Big event was when he came around and had the sidecar, and he would take all the kids around the block, and he would take Patty around 2 blocks as he couldn't walk. We were always a little jealous, but he deserved it. I remember sitting with the legendary cop George Fensel, who was once my father's partner. He used to do concrete work on the side and paint houses. And we were at the Tournament of Thrills, and I watched my dad on the motorcycles. They were shooting balloons. And George Fensel had brought Patty a pair of rubber tops for the crutches so they wouldn't hurt him so much. And turn the page. And the police department then arranged for my brother to be the honorary coach of the Philadelphia Eagles game. And at the end of that, he was awarded a game ball autographed by the whole team by Pete Petos, Chuck Benerick, number 60, Bucko Kilroy, who was also on crutches, and the pictures are around the corner, so check them out. Years later, when Patty played for Roman, wore number 60, we had that picture that you'll see around our piano my whole life. We never forgot about the Eagles. And Pat never forgot the kindness people showed him when he was in the hospital, and when he came home. And he was a kid who really gave back. He took care of an old invalid around the corner named May Bradshaw, and she used to scare me. Because if he was sick, I would have to go, and she had a loud voice. It was scary. He was fight with it, and he fed her dog, took care of it for years. Then on the year he graduated in '66, he and a bunch of his friends pushed their drags, like Take Us Now, and they, on the train, they all went somewhere down south, some down Fort Jackson or somewhere. And on the train, at Baltimore, somewhere around, that's when Harold got on the train, he told me, and they remained together to the very end. They went to Fort Carson together. They were in tanks together. They were helicopters together. They were in the same platoon together. And I think Harold's the last person to see Patty when he took off that day. And it was his 525th mission, not his 25th mission. He had his 25th mission by the first month. Those helicopter guys, they flew whenever they needed. They weren't supposed to fly that day because it was a storm front had been in all week. So they're grounded. And I know Harold told me they were playing cards, drinking. They weren't supposed to go anywhere, but when the radio came in that somebody needed help, they went. I'm appreciative of all the veterans here today. And I want to mention that before Patty went to Vietnam, we had a party. First, I got to tell you about my brother Bernie. My brother Bernie was in Vietnam before Pat. So when Bernie came home, Bernie used to like to play cards and half-ball. Bernie came home, we had a coming home party and a going away party for Pat the same day. My dad came home with a sign, "Welcome home, Bernie," that was done by a police sketch artist. Jack Maxwell probably remembers. And he was so proud of that sign. We had one hell of a party. I mean, Harriet Naylor played piano in that house. I think she played for 5 hours. I swear to God. And it was so crowded, it was like the whole street was full of people out here. So, it was a party for the ages, a good time had by all, but my poor mother, you know, she had just spent a year writing letters every day to my brother Bernie. Now here comes Patty going over. So it was very difficult for her. And my heart really, I still think of her every day, you know, Mother's Day, when I went down to my basement and started writing a song, and it came out, you know, just came. And so here we are, back on Taney and Swain. We were unpacking our car one Sunday when we came home from a vacation in Wildwood, when here comes this Army car up the street. Never saw an Army car in my life. And it slowed down right here. I was like, oh my God, you know. So the guy came out, it was a Major Chandler, who wound up being really good friends of ours, but in the beginning it was really tough. Patty was MIA. And it wasn't until Wednesday, that was a Sunday, later on Wednesday, I know Jack Maxwell was my father, came to see me. I was bringing up groceries into Philadelphia and got the news. Well, the neighborhood was just unbelievable. I don't think we had to cook for weeks. There's always people bringing food over. And I'd like to, the outpouring of support from this great neighborhood was tremendous. We received letters from the mayor, the governor, the president, and countless others. And the support is still obvious today. Especially, the support that we get from veterans who never forget, which is why we can't forget them. And one more thing. It was our funeral director, Billy Phillips, who happened to be serving in an engineering company in the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania Army Reserve, who within just a few months, my brother was killed August 22nd, 1968. By December 1968, Billy Phillips designed, arranged, planned, built what he later told me was the very first Vietnam memorial in America. That was, say, larger than a flagpole and a plaque. It was actually a piece of land. No, I've yet to find any place that was built before that. You know, they weren't built Vietnam memorials in '68. So thank you. Boy. But it's okay. It's good. Thanks especially to the neighbors, old and new. And with that in mind, I'd like to close with a song I wrote about the street. This is funny. And what I remember about growing up here, because it is a celebration. Because no matter where you're born, I think there's a Taney Street in all of us. So bear with me. President. I worked at Edison redoing the auditorium there years later, and they were throwing away all this beautiful stuff because, vocational school were going by the wayside. So I took the metal, made the stand, took the seat. Little did I know that somebody from Edison. So we're represented here today. It was a guy who looked just like me and took this. Okay. It's about the song, all the games we played on Taney Street. the ladies scrub their steps. Taney Street. Hucksters and ragmen, horses and wagons, housewives buying peaches, hey bananas. Under the firefly, getting scrapes and bruises. Money for empty bottles left on Taney Street. Milkmen, ice trucks, or eggmen from New Jersey. All these things are there. Taney Street. Didn't know what time it was. Our mothers called us in for supper. Oh, never cared what day it was. The 7 days rolled by and reached September. That's the way it was for Taney Street. Girls were playing jacks up on neighbors' doorsteps. Boys were playing, boys were moving happies on sticks. Ladies beach chairs out at night, catching summer breezes. Kids were pitching pennies, playing block ball. Oh, didn't know what time it was. Our mothers called us in supper. Never cared what day it was, till the summer days rolled by and reached September. That's the way it was on Taney. As the years roll by, generations passing, I find myself remembering Taney Street. All the scars have healed, but no one remembers. Have you seen how time has passed? As I remember